People, welcome back to our page and thank you so much for joining the page today. Guys, I want to talk about something. I want to address two things here today. The first one being studies in Denmark. Then the second one, I will be talking about the Netherlands, because I realize a lot of people have been asking me these questions and I talk about it times and again, but it looks like a lot of people don't watch the videos. I don't know what is the problem. But again, like I always say, if you really want to immigrate abroad, you have to be intentional. You have to do the things that you really need to do. Only you can really put in the efforts. Now, remember, if you are looking at Denmark or the Netherlands, you should have money. At least 15,000 euros is a lot to be like cash, that you have it physical cash. Now, I'm going to explain to you detailedly so you understand what I'm talking about. If this is your first time here, please do not forget to like our video and also subscribe to our channel so that we can push the channel to 50k and above, and our target this year is 100k. Thank you. My name is Milton. I'm equally called the Anointed Village Boy. Let's go to Denmark. First thing first, I want to draw your attention to the fact that Denmark has a lot of advantages. If you haven't watched those videos I did about Denmark recently, please, I would like you to take a look at my YouTube channel. You are going to see all those videos about specific countries and of Denmark. You watch them, why you should immigrate to Denmark in the first place. Secondly, now the easiest way I always say is to go through academics, which is look for a university and apply to it. And if you take a look at some universities in Denmark, like the University of Copenhagen, before I continue, someone called me yesterday that he got admissions to study in Denmark and had paid his tuition. Now you are going to understand more. University of Roskilde, I think they have another one, University of Aarhus. They call it Aarhus, but I call it Aarhus. Then there is the University of Aalborg. There is, I think, other technical universities. But again, these are the top universities in Denmark. Remember, about jobs, you don't have to worry about jobs, guys. I can guarantee you this. But when you apply to these universities, it doesn't matter the GPA you have. Even 2.6 goes in. It depends now on your motivation letter. Remember, right now as I'm talking to you, there is no top universities in Denmark which is open. But again, Denmark has the January intake, which means that admissions is going to commence anytime around April, May, or June. So you should be looking at their website, and these admissions that is going to start would be against January 2024. Okay, so if you apply within this period, you are going to, after the closing date, I think that should be around September, you can now apply and move to Denmark. I hope you get. Now, but remember, when you get admissions, you have to pay your tuition deposit. This is non-negotiable. You have to pay. So before applying to any school in Denmark, make sure you check the school website to see what they are actually talking about. Some schools charge like 7,000 euros, some schools 6,500. It depends now. But again, remember, this money is for one semester. So when you gain admissions, you have to pay this money first before you will get confirmation. Then the school will now launch your visa application. It is the school launching your visa application, not you. So when the school launch your visa application, they are going to catch it and send a code to you to unlock and fill in some details. Then you fill it and send it back to them. Then they will arrange everything and tell you the documents you need to take to the embassy. Now, Cameroonians, please remember that you do not have the Danish embassy in Cameroon, because I'm from Cameroon, so I'm talking based on that. So you have to go to Nigeria. I think is it Lagos or Abuja, I don't know. After that tuition fee payment you are making, after the admissions has been given to you, you have just 14 days. So you have to prepare your mind. And when you pay your tuition, I think maximum 14 days again. After the VFS center or the VFS or the embassy, you are going to get a reply after like 14 days, I guess. Then after that, your visa will be ready. And I don't think you need proof of funds. There are people who got visas without, after paying just the first semester tuition. But you must pay the money. Remember I said Danish universities, they are not cheap. So you must be ready to make this payment. It's so paramount. Now, this is for Denmark. Let's take a look at the Netherlands. The Netherlands is almost similar. You have to understand that schools in the Netherlands are a little expensive than schools in Denmark. And again, in the Netherlands, they have a way. They too, they will be the ones to start your visa application. In fact, They will apply for the entire process. All right, your school in the Netherlands is the one to apply for your visa, and all you need to do is to take the letter they will give to you and go to any nearby embassy and get a stamp. But you have to satisfy monetary requirements. You also need to show them that you have a lot of money. Most schools have it on their website that they will always put it on their websites, the amount that you need to deposit as soon as they give you admissions. So you also need to put all of this into consideration. It's so important. And remember, when you go to certain websites, you may not find this money. If you take a look at Hanze University of Applied Sciences, you are going to see that Hanze will be asking you for 24,000 euros as deposit to their school before they can start their visa processing. Then I think if you check, there is a school I was checking yesterday, Leiden University. Leiden is asking for 15,000 euros, and there is a possibility that you can go in with 15,000. But again, speak to them. Also understand that some schools will ask you to deposit this money cash. Others may ask you to show evidence that you have the money. So I will advise you, majority of the schools anyway, they will not ask for evidence. They will ask for physical cash because they know that some of us don't have this money and we are trying to play smart. So this is what you need to know. Remember, the application is done on Study Link. Any school you want to apply for in the Netherlands, they have to direct you to Study Link. You go to Study Link and do the application. Then you monitor your application from Study Link. Now, I would also like you to know that if you are thinking of moving to the Netherlands, you should also understand that it is quite expensive, not that cheap. But if you have the admissions and have the money, you are moving. These are the two surest countries I can guarantee you that if you have money, you can move. The Netherlands is almost 98% sure. Let me put it this way. Or let's just say 101% sure. Because even Denmark, I'm not very sure, but the Netherlands, since you are giving the school the money, the most important thing is that, or the most difficult thing is that most internationals don't have this money. And the most important thing is that when you have the money, you can move to the Netherlands at any time. Your visa is sure, so you don't need to worry yourself. But again, are there affordable schools in the Netherlands? Yes, there are affordable universities. And some of these affordable universities are universities around Twente. You can take a look at Twente, University of Twente. Take a look at the Rebound, I think it's Radboud University. There are some cheap schools as well. Also remember that the Netherlands has a lot of scholarship. But I will not advise you to be looking at scholarships if you are applying after February, because most of these scholarships are already closed. You cannot get a scholarship again. Even at that, it's so competitive. And when you look at these scholarships, they will tell you that they need just one person for these particular scholarships. There are a lot of them. Some are for international, some are for European nationals. So you have to make sure you pay attention to the one you really want to apply to. However, if your money is not enough to carry you to these two countries I just mentioned, you could be looking at cheaper options in Europe as well. But remember, no visa is guaranteed. But for these two countries, Netherlands and Denmark, your visa is almost 98% guaranteed. This is a fact, I'm telling you, especially the Netherlands, because you are giving the money to the school. And most of the time, you always find the accounts online to deposit the money. All you need to do is to apply using Study Link, and they will take some time to process your documents and get back to you. But if you do not have the money, don't waste your time. Because now why they need the money is they want you to do the deposit. Then they will remove their tuition fee and keep the rest to you. When you arrive in the Netherlands, they will now give you the balance. This is how it's done, okay? So if you think you cannot get enough, don't do it. And when your school asks for your bank statement, sometimes it looks like they will ask for your bank statement to see if what you are actually telling them is true. Then when you submit this now, they will now ask you to transfer the money. Sometimes, I don't know, but I know they will always ask you to transfer the money. So before you even start applying to these schools, know that it's so expensive. Most schools I know ask for like 20,000 euros deposit, but Hanze University of Applied Sciences, on their website is 24,000 euros. Then on Leiden website is 15,000 euros. So guys, take a look at the school, check their websites very well. Then you can launch in. I think some schools, they are saying that they have loans, but these loans, I don't know if the loans are for internationals, but you can check and ask them. If they say they have a loan they can give you, then why not? You can apply to the schools, and before you know, you are good to go. Those of you who are looking only at Canada, I will not even advise you to pay attention to Canada alone, because things are changing, and before you know, your visa may be rejected. Guys, this is your first time, please do not forget to like our page and share this video. It may help somebody. Now, I'm just here to answer a question I have realized that has been coming to me many times. Please, it is not just about applying to a country and moving to the country. Why am I saying so? I'm saying so because I see a lot of people, they are like, Milton, this person, the worst of it is that they are not doing their own research. You cannot come to me and you are asking me, Milton, this person said that I should go to this place, then later on I should go to this place. Is that true? Okay, now what is your own contribution to the journey you want to take? Zero. So if somebody tells you something, you have to go do your verification. I have YouTube videos, I have Facebook videos, and I always say that do your due diligence. It is so important for you to consider these things. Do your due diligence. If somebody tells you something, go and do research. You have phones, you have devices. Is this thing really true? Watch videos. Go to Google, ask Google. Read a lot of things. Read papers. Is these things true? Now, before you start thinking of if you are going to take it, I have said many times that moving abroad is not just about moving abroad. You are already where you are because you are, and again, you want to move from where you are because you are not comfortable. Now, you have to think, since I'm not comfortable here, is it that I should just go to any place? No, you have to go to a place that, because one, you are chasing financial increase. You have to go to a place that can increase you financially. You have to go to a place that can increase you knowledgeably, like give you more knowledge. If you are going to study, go to a top university, go to top European countries that you can study, go to a place that if you are even moving with your spouse, you can move together. Go to a place that even if you go alone, with time your spouse can come in. Go to a place that the minimum wage is not that bad compared to that of your home country, where you can at least make money to pay your rents and even save something or send some money back home. These are some of the things you should consider. Go to a place that at the end of the day, would they give you PGWP? Would they give you time to stay back and look for a job? How long does their PR take? These are the type of things you need to put into consideration. Okay guys, I hope this will help somebody. Please share if you think it's important.